Press release. Outcome of the bilateral meeting between Samdech Thipadei, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and President of the Republic of the Korea. On the morning of 27th October, 2025 in Kuala Lumpur, Samdech Mohaborvor Thipadei Hun Manet, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, held a bilateral meeting with His Excellency Lee Jae-myung, President of the Republic of the Korea, ROK. Samdech Thipadei once again congratulated His Excellency Lee Jae-myung on his election as President of the ROK and applauded the excellent relations and cooperation across multiple sectors, which were elevated to strategic partnership in May 2024 as a result of the growing cooperation between the two countries over nearly 3 decades. Samdech Thipadei affirmed that the ROK is one of Cambodia's main investors and key tourist destinations, as well as home to many Cambodian workers, reflecting the close ties not only between governments, but also between the peoples of both countries. Samdech Thipadei also informed President Lee that he has always paid close attention to the suggestions and concerns raised by foreign investors, including Korean investors, through direct engagements and government-private sector forum. President Lee commended the special relationship between our two countries and highly appreciated the Royal Government of Cambodia, RGC, for paying close attention to the Korean people living and working in Cambodia. President Lee expressed his optimism that relationship between the two countries has great potential to be elevated to even greater heights. Samdech Thipadei and President Lee discussed bilateral cooperation in key areas, including defense and security, during which both leaders acknowledged many joint achievements in this sector. The two leaders shared the same views that transnational crimes and cyber crimes are not issues that any single country faces and can address alone. Therefore, it requires regional cooperation, especially strong collaboration between Cambodia and the ROK. In this connection, Samdech Thipadei and President Lee agreed to establish and launch a joint task force by November to enhance cooperation in combating transnational crimes and cyber-related crimes, particularly those involving Korean nationals. Samdech Thipadei stated that this decision demonstrates the firm commitment of the RGC to combating and suppressing all forms of transnational crimes that threaten the safety, dignity, and welfare of individuals. Based on today's positive discussions, President Lee expressed strong support for this cooperation and pledged to consider the labor issue and lowering the travel alert level. The ROK president assured Samdech Thipadei that this cybercrime issue will not have a negative impact on the overall bilateral relations between Cambodia and the ROK, and he looked forward to visiting Cambodia in the near future. Both leaders agreed to encourage relevant institutions of the two countries to work closely to boost bilateral trade volume, attract Korean investment to Cambodia, and promote people-to-people connections, and also to work together to comprehensively publicize the good cooperation between the two countries, including cooperation in combating all forms of transnational crimes. Phnom Penh, 27th October, 2025.